Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Overload, the pop and geek culture show that misses the days back when C-SPAN wasn't so darn political. I'm Cody.
I'm Sam.
I'm Josh.
I don't know what else to say about
I had nothing.
I told you it was the dumb one.
That was a good one. No, it was good. It was good. It was good. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. We have a great show for you. We have a bunch of things to go over, and we have our check 'em outs. But first, I want to play an interview that we have. We did another interview with the fine folks at Indiana Comic Convention, which is coming up this coming weekend. And if you're hearing this and you're making the 3-hour drive, come talk to us. We are going to be represented in some capacity there. And I'm actually thinking about making a YouTube video
that would be
of
sick.
the con.
Yeah. That would be super sick.
And now that I've said it on the show, it has to happen.
Now, that's not true at all.
That's not, no.
We've claimed this multiple times, and it does not.
You know what? I feel like it's better than just taking a bunch of pictures and just posting it to the Instagram.
Hey, you know what? We are bad at social media.
We really are.
Yeah.
I think
If it wasn't for Parker, I think we'd be pretty toast.
Yeah. I don't have time. I don't have time for social media.
I still want to make my pinball YouTube video, which I've written.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But I need more pinball footage, which means I need
there
to
a
Oh, darn. You're just going to have to go get more pinball footage.
Yeah.
Roll that beautiful pinball footage.
Ding 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 dong dong ding 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 dong dong dong.
I've been having the worst pinball craving lately, too. I want to play pinball so bad.
Have you been down to Louis G's in Delaware?
No.
We're narrowcasting right now, but that's fine. It is very good pizza. Everything is horror movie named, and there is like at least 20 pinball machines in there.
Nice.
You need to go.
Are they free play?
I cannot remember. They may not be, but there are some old vintage ones. I know the new Elvira one is in there. They might have the original Elvira one in there. There is a Beatles,
Oh, sick.
like an old Beatles one, not just
I know they have the Pokemon one, and I want to
They
play
do.
that one
Wait, you
so
said
bad.
you said this was a horror place in Delaware?
Yeah, so it's on South Sandusky. You know where the old Big Lots are, very close to Ohio Wesleyan.
On the
Isn't
south, on the south end, or
Isn't it
on the south
where
end.
like the Friendlies used to be?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It
what
was
I thought.
it was the old Friendlies, but the pizza is really good too. I need to go back. Anyway, interview. Here we go. All right, so we are back again with an update from Indiana Comic Convention. We have Dan Farr, who is a show producer with the convention. The convention is running June 5th through 7th. Dan, thank you very much for taking the time.
Hey, thank you so much for having me be a part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had Chelsea on about a month or so ago to kind of discuss kind of in general some of the highlights of the con and everything. But we're not going to beat around the bush here today. You guys announced something on Saturday that was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, we are so excited about Nicolas Cage. He, the more we looked into it, the more we realized how many amazing film properties he's been a part of. There's just so many. It's like, it's not like a traditional like Star Wars guest or someone like that you have maybe a handful of things that they're involved in, where Nicolas Cage is just involved in so many just blockbuster properties.
Oh, absolutely. And it's perfect timing because his show for Amazon Prime, Spider Noir just dropped last week. So this is an amazing get. So how, from what I understand, this is his first U.S. Convention appearance. Is that correct?
That's what we understand as well. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
We're not aware of any other, fan convention. He may have done like a press related to like a San Diego convention or something like that. But, the conventions where the celebrities get to go in and the fans can come and meet them in person, get a photo op, an autograph. That's the type of convention we're talking about.
So I'm curious, how long has this been in the works? I know it was just announced Saturday, but this past Saturday. How long from the initial, idea that, hey, maybe we can get Nick Cage on here to the official announcement?
This is a rare situation where, his name's come up over a long period of times. And, we always look into him and wanted him one way or the other, and he just really hasn't been available. So in this situation we just thought we'd take a fresh run at it. I think it was just 2 weeks ago. We thought, let's just try again. And it came together. And that's the one thing about a busy actor. Many times they can't tell you very far ahead of time what their schedule is. And so it was really random and lucky, I think, that it worked out so quickly, because typically these deals don't happen like that. Typically it takes months to lock in a celebrity at his level. And, in this case, it just came together. Everybody had to work overtime to make it happen this quickly, but it did. It's kind of magic moment.
Yeah, this is kind of like a perfect storm of everything kind of coming together at the, I guess relatively at the last minute, in a good way. So you guys reached out to him. I guess, I don't know, how did he decide Indiana Comic Convention will be the first one that I attend?
Well, I do think that there's so much serendipity involved here. I did hear, he did do a convention in Japan, so I think that was maybe his first fan convention. I think maybe end of last year, I think, or it was within the last year or so. So he did have an experience doing that. So I think that kind of warmed the waters a little bit for him. But I do think the fact that he's an executive producer on Spider Noir and the timing of that relative to our convention dates, and the fact that we reached out when we did, I think there's just a lot of serendipity that took place that we couldn't necessarily have planned ahead of time. And the more I've learned about Nick, realize that he's actually kind of a fan of comics, and he is a fan of this genre. And so I think he probably just, all those things came in together like, yeah, this actually sounds fun and interesting. So I'd like to do it in addition to promoting the new series. And, so I think all those things just kind of came together, the perfect storm. Now we have an agent that is also a writer, and one of his writing partners or people he works with is also represented by the same manager as Nick. So he went through his contact there and reached out to the manager, and the manager got Nick on the phone, said, hey, let's talk about this. And it all just came together just pretty amazingly well.
Wow. That is serendipity. That is a perfect way to kind of describe how this happened. I imagine that a lot of the fans are really, really clamoring, really, really excited to pre-order their passes, their way to get to meet Nick and get photographs, autographs, that sort of thing. What is the process that the fans can go through in order to kind of secure their way to meet Mr. Cage?
The best thing is to go to indianacomicconvention.com, and if you go there, you can read about the options, and so people can decide to get a photo op with them, which is probably the best thing. The photo op is priced pretty competitively relative to what people generally pay for a high level celebrity like this, because we price it that way because it is a good way to get in and get a quick get to see him in person, but you get a photo to commemorate it. One thing I think a lot of people don't necessarily understand with a celebrity at this level, it's not really a chance to have a meet and greet every time. They're going to see so many people, so they get just a smile and a hello and get a photo, and that's basically what's going to happen. And so if you go to the website, you can pre-order a pro photo, or you can order an opportunity to buy an autograph. And there's two options on that. One is we can get one that he's signing on site, but it's not necessarily, you don't have to stand in line to meet him. You can choose from a selection that we'll have available. Or if you do want to wait in line, it's going to cost you more money to get something signed in person, but then you can bring in like a Funko Pop or 11 by 14 or even a little poster or something, some sort of memorabilia, and you can get that signed.
I kind of want to keep talking about Nick Cage, but I do want to ask a couple more questions about the convention itself. Are there any other recent developments, additions to the convention? I know that you have the gaming area, that you have, of course, the vendor hall and everything, the cosplay and all that. Have there been any other developments, different panels or anything like that going on?
There is a really an amazing selection of panels, and the best way to see what those are is going to the website and reading about that. And our programming director has really worked with a lot of local talent there in Indianapolis to get some good content. I think he's working with one or two of the universities there, and they're providing some people to talk about different topics and make some fun content. So people are going to like that. The thing about these conventions is, it's not one of those things that you just go and you show up for a couple of hours and you leave. It's something that we have so much content available there, and with all the vendors that are coming in from all over the country, plus all the celebrities, we have probably approaching 60 celebrities for the show. With all of that, you really can't get everything done in a day or two. That's why, the 3-day event, you want to go for 3 days and experience the whole thing, if possible, but because there is so much there for you. So I would say, yeah, from that standpoint, we do on the celebrities, I don't know how many of the celebrities you've covered in the past, but, people like Gene Simmons, who is a rock legend. It's just even having Gene come into the show is, it's not like he's done hundreds of these shows. He's maybe done a handful of them in his career. And so that's kind of a big deal. The boys, for the leads from Vampire Diaries, they're really exciting. Then we have a lot of exciting voice actors, and from some of the more popular video games and series. Animation series. And so it's really, the lineup is very broad group of people to choose from.
I've been kind of following the kind of updates here and there of the celebrities as they've been added, and it's like every single one is just it's a home run, really. And I'll tell you what, this is no joke. I go to quite a few conventions throughout the year. Yours is the only one that I make a point to have multiple days. Most conventions I try to do, one day, kind of in and out, kind of check everything out. Indiana Comic Convention, this is one that I make a point. We're going to do multiple days. So that really goes to show how great this convention is.
Oh, well, thank you so much for the support. That's really fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, again, I don't want to take up too much of your time because, convention is going to be in 5 days. So before we let you go, do you have any last plugs for the convention? Anything else you want to mention to our audience?
Well, the thing that's fun about these is every experience, even if you've been last year or the year before, it just organically morphs into something different, because the vendors are always different. The programming's different. The celebrity lineup is different. It just, there's no way you can say, well, I experienced it last year, I'm going to experience the same thing this year. It's always different. And the other thing too is that if you've never experienced one, it's something you have to at least experience once, because it is it's hard to explain what these conventions are like unless you've done it yourself. When I got into this and I was looking at doing a convention, when I started the one in Salt Lake in 2013, I'd have a lot of people ask me what it was. And I said, I can't really explain it, but the energy, it's almost like you can cut the energy in the air with a knife, because people are so excited. They get so excited about the properties that mean something to them, the pop culture properties that are, whether it's Star Wars or Star Trek or Harry Potter, you just go down the list. People get so excited about these properties and it means so much to them. And you can just feel that energy as you walk around. You see all the fans that have come in the cosplay that they've been working on for months and maybe even years, perfecting the costume and they're in character and they're just having a good time and they're doing photos. I'll tell this, I say this to a lot of people that haven't been before. They'll ask, hey, do I need to dress up to go? It's like, no, you don't have to, but you can. But just be prepared. If you do a really nice cosplay, you're going to be asked to do photos all the time, and you're not going to be able to get around and see the convention as much as you want to, because people are going to stop you every 5 minutes. Every 5 steps, and ask for a photo.
I know that firsthand. I've gone to the convention in costume a couple years. I'm going this year in costume. It's one of the best ways to go. And just a really short anecdote going with everybody should experience the convention once. A few years ago, I took my dad to a comic convention. He had been into the pop culture stuff. He had grown up watching Batman, the Adam West and Burt Ward series. But you can't explain the excitement and the energy just being in a hall where everyone is having a great time because everyone is there to enjoy themselves, to have a good, everyone's there for the same reason. And it's just one of the best feelings in the world to just walk around and just feel that positive energy. It's great. It really is great.
No, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, that it is just a phenomenal experience. And well, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Dan Farr, I really appreciate you coming on. Again, Indiana Comic Convention is this coming weekend, June 5th through 7th at the Indiana Convention Center. And again, thank you very much for taking the time.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, that was Dan Farr with Indiana Comic Con. Appreciate him coming on to the show. And and hey, listen, if you're listening and you're making the drive, we're going to be there. Again, I mentioned it once.
You're going to be there.
You're
I'm
going to be there.
You're going to be there.
Frequent guest of the show, Jordan's going to be there. And we're going to be taking pictures and videos. So come on up. Say hello. We'll have stickers. I actually got a rush order on stickers. Now that we've done the interview, let's go ahead and get into the show proper. Let's talk about our Check 'em Outs.
Check it out!
All right, so we have Check 'em Outs here. You know what? I have just one quick one. I mean, I could talk about how I rewatched a couple of movie musicals the other day, but I'm not going to get into that. Oddly enough, I do like a musical.
I like a musical.
I also enjoy a musical.
I rewatched The Greatest Showman and rewatched Chicago.
Favorite musical of all time.
Oh,
that is a tough one. Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too, is Little Shop.
Although Phantom, the classic Phantom of the Opera, is
Phantom
also
is
very
good.
good.
I don't remember the last time I watched Phantom, honestly.
Gerard Butler does not sing especially well in that new one, in the most recent one.
Oh, I forgot he was even in that.
He was the Phantom.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so the one I even brought paper so I can remember. The one thing that I checked out this past week, or I guess a couple weeks ago, the Ohio State University, or I guess I should say the Ohio State University.
I think they sue you if you say the.
Come at me. Come at me. No, their arts department has reopened the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library Museum.
You went to the Billy Ireland Museum. I've wanted to go there so bad.
It is so freaking cool. They have original art from comic strips, comic books, indie stuff, Marvel DC stuff. There's some original Peanuts in there. There's multiple original Garfields. And it's really, really fascinating. Like, it takes you through and talks about each step of the process while also talking about the various comics and stuff. I think there's an old Nancy and a new Nancy in there, and the jokes are way wilder.
Oh, I bet.
The Ernie Bushmiller Nancys are some of the funniest
They
stuff.
are really good.
He's so meta.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even for back then, it's wildly meta.
It's very, yes. But what was fascinating to me, well, and Jordan went as well. She didn't realize that the originals of newspaper comic strips are done on sheets that are like this. They're huge. They're big. And, I guess in hindsight, it makes sense because you gotta do the art.
Well, the same thing with comic strips or comic pages.
Oh, yeah,
they're like a.
They're about 1.5 times a regular comic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it was also interesting. You could see where they've used whiteout, and you could see on some of them, especially the Garfield ones, they use the blue pencil that doesn't show up when you're photocopying to correct things here and there. And
I might still have one of those blue pencils laying around somewhere from my graphic design days.
Yeah, I bought one once and then never used it.
I think I had to get one for a class. You could see how. I think I had to get one for a class. Yeah, and no, it was really really cool. Like there was one comic, I forget which one it was. It was an old one, but they shaded it with Zipatone, like the dots, and you could see where the artist, like took a Zipatone page and meticulously cut out the outline of the spots of the characters on the strip and pasted it onto the strip so that he didn't have to like draw the dots one by one or anything like that. The whole thing was really, really cool. And it's free to get in. So, everybody wins.
Young me would have loved this because my senior project was about comic strips and cartooning and comics.
Yeah. I wish this was around when I was a kid as well.
This sounds like I'll go there and then I'll come out and then I'll have to draw a comic.
Yeah. They had a well, Jordan and I did it, but it was a children's light box with a bunch of single panels from various comics so you can, light box over it and stuff like that.
Light box your own Garfield.
Yeah. Well, I did Peanuts, and Jordan did. I don't know what comic it was, but it was a chicken with a big sound effect in the background that went choom, and she thought choom was very, very funny. They even had an old animator's easel, animator's desk with the light behind it and the pegs for the cells.
Yeah,
and they had a reel on a TV rolling, talking about the Disney way of doing animation back in the way
You mean when they did rotoscoping?
Yeah, well, rotoscoping and they
did all kinds of wild stuff.
The multiple pane kind of
layered
panes and stuff. Yeah, if you get a chance, it's free. You can just walk in there. They had free cookies because they just opened it. I had a very good chocolate chip cookie and looked at a lot of comic book pages. It was very good. There's some John Byrne comic pages in there. A couple of
any Kirby's.
I think they're not originals, but
he's referenced at least.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a copy, but it was of the full size of the art. I don't think there were.
Did they have any Bill Watterson out?
There was an entire section of Bill Watterson.
Oh, nice.
There was an entire section of Calvin and Hobbes. Yeah.
Because he's an Ohio guy, if you can find him.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole section where they had up on the wall the different comic strips, and each one had a bit of his biography, or as much of a biography you can get
out
from
of him
because
he once painted the Sistine Chapel on the ceiling of his college dorm room.
That's
and
nuts.
I believe he went to Kenyon.
Yeah, I hope they left it.
They probably should have.
They should have.
I would love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if they would have cut out the ceiling and just replaced it and kept it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, that would be But no, if you get a chance, and you have, we were there for about 45 minutes or so.
Okay.
And that
absolutely
sounds like
worth
the
it. Star Trek exhibit I went to in Lancaster last year.
Sure. Yeah.
Where they had a bunch of costumes and stuff. Mm-hmm. Mostly from the J.J. Abrams stuff.
The J.J. Abrams? Yeah.
The Kelvin universe.
Yeah, Starbase Columbus?
No. And actually, that's not even a thing anymore.
No, it's not.
It was worth going there to sit in the captain's chair.
That was cool.
That was cool. The guy that bought all the stuff has a shop set up in Sandusky. It's really rad.
in the mall.
Yeah, and we actually just moved to a new location, and he's erecting a museum.
Oh, cool.
He even has one of the studio models of one of the ships.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they were restoring it.
Oh, right on.
Last time I saw.
Right on. That's really cool. Well, that's my check-in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I do wish, to piggyback on your thing, I kind of wish I would have went to the CCAD thing when Jonan Vasquez was there.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Cartoon Crossroads?
Last year or something like that. I was like, man, I have this John the Homicidal Maniac comic just sitting here, and And he probably wouldn't have signed it, but it would have been nice to try.
No, he performs as a curmudgeon, but he's a nice.
He's
enough
a decent
dude.
guy.
He's a decent enough.
Too bad every con he
gets
comes
it.
to, he's right next to Richard Horvitz, and it's pandemonium just to get close.
Yeah.
Check'ems.
Check'ems.
I have a bunch.
Yeah, let's
I watched
hear it.
a couple movies. I've played a lot of different games.
Okay.
I've probably put the most time into the new Lego Batman.
Oh,
I've heard very good things.
It rules. It's very good.
I also read that Rocksteady co-developed it, and that's why there's so much Arkham DNA in it.
Well, yeah, because it has Arkham Combat.
Okay.
It's it's just a kids game version of it, so it's really easy.
Wow.
I should probably turn up the difficulty. I have it on normal, and I think I've maybe died once, and it was just like an accident.
But with Lego games, you just play them. You don't need
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. And there's still like the Lego game puzzles that you have to solve, and I like
sure.
those.
Yeah.
Like,
Please tell me there aren't Riddler trophies.
well, they're not called Riddler trophies, but it's the same concept. They're like Riddler puzzle boxes that you have to do little puzzles hidden around Gotham, the open world map. And there's Riddler puzzle boxes, and there's Clue Master puzzle boxes.
Oh, really? Clue Master.
Which I
Wow.
was not aware of that character, but
Yeah.
I am aware of that character, but he's almost never really used.
No. They're digging deep. They're
Yeah,
digging
they
deep.
really are.
That's great.
That's like some Condiment King level
Oh,
stuff.
man.
he's in it.
Yeah.
Kite
good.
Man's in it.
Hell yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
that
the same.
show is great.
It's not the
Great
same
show.
voice actor. I was disappointed it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Oh.
But they do, when he shows up, every level has like a subtitle, and for the one where he shows up, it said "Kite Man, heck yeah!"
Okay. Yeah. That's good. Yep. They understand. They
And
get
also, every level has like the mini kits kind
Yeah.
of from the other game, but they're not. They're slightly different. They're an object you have to destroy,
Oh.
and there's
okay.
5 of them in each level. And the one for Poison Ivy is a Venus flytrap, but once you get them all, it unlocks a statue of a plant that looks suspiciously like Frank from Harley
from
Quinn.
the Harley
Yeah.
Quinn
It
show on
doesn't
HBO.
It doesn't say it's
Sure,
Frank.
legally distinct Frank
Yeah.
from the Harley Quinn show. Yeah. Cool.
Does he have plant cheeks?
No, but he's got the stalks with the
eyeballs? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Oh, that's awesome.
Can't tell it's him. He's not swearing.
But it's like a celebration of every different Batman that there is. It's very rooted in the Batman, the most recent movie, but it does a little bit of everything. Like the first version of Joker that you go up against is the Batman 89 Batman Joker.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
They do the museum sequence where they're defacing paintings.
Yeah.
My
Party
favorite-
Man plays in the background.
They actually play Party
They
Man?
play Party Man.
No way.
Yeah. They licensed Party Man.
Wow.
And it's diegetic in the level, just like it's diegetic in the movie.
Whoa.
It's coming from boomboxes. That's your item you have to destroy for that level.
That is super awesome, and also streamer dynamite.
yeah.
That,
He
well,
does
a
the
lot of
parade, and he does the hubba money.
Oh, does he pull out the
long
very
pistol?
long gun to blow up the bat plane?
The Batplane doesn't show up, but
Okay.
he does have a very long gun, and
Okay.
it does a bang flag.
Nice.
But then after you beat him, he falls down off of a big cake and lands on the ground face first, and then he pulls his face up, and now he's Heath Ledger Joker.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now
So
the
they're
question.
just rolling everything in, and it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Oh, that's awesome. The question is, will they all of a sudden show Cesar Romero Joker from Batman
I don't know.
66?
I've unlocked the Batman 66 Batmobile.
Oh, good.
And
The best Batmobile.
The Batgirl goofy motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. The
That purple motorcycle?
The purple sparkly one. Yeah.
And I like how it, because in Lego games you always have 2 characters all the time. In this one of them is always Batman.
Well,
And then the
duh.
other one is whatever sidekick is
Sidekick
with
for
him
that
at
one.
that time.
Yeah.
So sometimes it starts out, the first one's Commissioner Gordon,
Okay.
and then it's Catwoman for a while, and their Catwoman is really fun. And she gets her own kind of like thievery levels
Oh, that's cool.
around the map.
Yeah. Can you go back in for like free play and then just pick whoever? like in the other Lego games?
I'm assuming later they'll open that ability up, but so far you can't go back into the other levels.
Really?
Oh, so it's like you got to find everything while you're there, kind of thing.
Well, yeah.
Or you have to replay the level, but you can't have free play where you just run around.
Yeah. I'm assuming the ability to go back and play old levels will come back later.
Well, yeah, because that's the whole point. Because that's the whole point in every Lego game is you unlock all these characters that have different abilities.
It doesn't do that.
Oh.
You can get everything in the levels
that you need as you go. Wow, interesting.
Which I hated that. I hated that in the other Lego games where it's like,
go back.
Here's the little thing that you have to play this whole stupid level over again so you can get one thing.
Yeah, make sure you come back with
somebody who can go an event or somebody who can blow up a silver thing. It doesn't do that.
You got to go get Tiny Kong and make her small.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's coming to the Nintendo Switch.
It's still easier to play it other means because they add the D-pad support so that you can auto switch.
That's not the intended design.
I know, but listen, it makes it so much better. It makes it so much better.
I mean, I'm going to play this game, but I also know it's one of the worst ones. Because it's just mini game after mini game.
Oh, it's collect-a-thon.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But Lego Batman, yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Awesome. Find it any way you can.
Excellent.
I have
very good.
also played a video game that I have never played before. It is called Outlast Trials. It is a horror video game that you can play online with your friends.
Okay.
So I guess the elevator pitch of this is, I don't know if it's connected to the other two Outlast games or not. I've never played them, so I don't know. I just know this is the third one. But this is the first one that has like online play. But you are a subject in a experiment or something. Apparently you were a bad person, and this is how you basically win your freedom.
Okay.
Kinda.
It's a Running Man.
Kinda, except it's not. You're not being televised. You're being observed by scientists.
By a pervert. Oh, by perverts.
Pervert scientists.
Okay.
So it's Manhunt?
I mean, I'm sure there's pervert
Heavy
scientists.
metal. You're trying to win a thing.
Yeah, kind of.
That's what I.
Yeah, but there are. It's kind of like Dead by Daylight in a way where you have to survive and you can't really fight back that much.
Okay, is it an asymmetrical thing where one player is the bad guy? Okay.
All the monsters, which are, I mean, yeah, they're pretty monstrous, but they're technically people.
Okay.
They're called prime assets. But they, they're all game controlled. They're not like
a
player.
Okay, gotcha.
But you can play up to like 4 friends, and there's like a lobby where you can hang out with other players and stuff and do like arm wrestling and chess and pong and just weird stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I dig it.
But you can get like different skins and whatnot to make your character just look kind of goofy. I am currently a spaceman.
Good.
But you can level up your character and kind of, I don't know, tweak your, whatever stats or whatever abilities you want to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get this thing on your chest called a rig, and different rigs do different things. I have a healing rig because it's, the most useful.
The most useful is the one that teams up with Murtaugh.
I got it. I got that joke.
I've seen that movie. I have seen that movie.
You have seen that movie.
I'm too old for this stuff.
I recognize that reference.
I'm too old for this stuff.
I would be remiss if I did not talk about Mandalorian and Grogu, which I did see.
Yeah, don't spoil it, but do it.
It's good.
It's good?
And you didn't invite us.
Sorry, I went with my mom.
We like your mom too.
That's true.
Yeah, so it was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
It's not groundbreaking in style or substance or writing. Like, they're not like breaking new ground. Broke new ground. No, it's not like making huge revelations about the plot of Mandalorian.
Is it like just a longer episode, basically?
Or
that's fine.
Or maybe just a season as a movie.
Yeah. I mean, it could like a condensed season, but it's like 4 episodes of the show.
Oh, that's fine.
That's a continuing story. And it was good. It was fun. It was good.
Do other past Mandalorian characters pop up?
No.
No?
Not really.
So we don't get like a Bo-Katan or the armor or anything like that? Okay.
None of that.
But you do get Jacked the Hutt, right?
Yes. You get Rada the Hutt.
Yeah.
Which he's getting his own thing. He's getting his own series.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a weird choice, but
Well,
he was cool.
Isn't that the bear guy?
Yeah.
Well, then that makes sense.
And he was a cool character. It was cool to see a fighting Hutt.
That's cool. Yeah.
It was just a fun movie. Like, don't go into it expecting, like I said, to learn who Grogu's dad is or whatever. I think that's what people.
They want the history
right?
of Grogu.
Din
Djarin is Grogu's dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They want secrets to be revealed and have a big Skywalker cameo, and it's like there's none of that.
No.
That's not what The Mandalorian is about.
It's just a fun Star Wars story that happens to be 2 hours long.
And that sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
That really does.
It really was. I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of a mark for Mandalorian. Like, I love that show. I liked the Boba Fett show no one liked.
I like the Boba Fett show.
Yeah.
It's a slow burn, but I like the show. And then there's that one whole episode that is basically just an episode of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, sure.
But this is my favorite kind of Star Wars stuff.
No Jedi.
Yeah.
Just almost like slice of life, something else, something not Skywalker related.
Yeah, I mean, the gist of it is Mando is hunting down Imperial
Remnants
with the New Republic, and this is just happens to be one of those missions that involves Hutts.
That's cool.
Like,
that's really cool.
I think I pretty much picked up the gist of the story. Is he gets captured or something by the Hutts, and they take his helmet off, and he has to, fulfill the creed or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that happens, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, go if you have any inkling to see it, go see it and just expect to have a fun time at the movies, and you will.
That's great. I'm glad it's because I've heard some complaints, but it's the hardcore.
I've seen a lot of people say there's no character development, and that's not entirely true.
Really? Yeah.
It's just subtle.
Yeah.
Also, we've had like 3 seasons to develop these characters.
Yeah.
If you're going into this movie without watching the show, that's on you.
I want to learn who the Mandalorian is. This movie didn't tell me.
Yeah. Like, you can tell by the end, and this isn't really
He's Pedro
spoilery.
Pascal.
Yeah. That he's learned to let go of the reins on Grogu a little bit.
Okay.
Like he
that is growth.
Yeah.
Not being so much of a helicopter parent.
Yes. Exactly. And I
Gotcha.
think that counts as growth.
That is growth.
That is character growth.
That is absolutely
Grogu-
Grogu.
Grogu doesn't grow a lot, but I think they've really written themselves into a corner with Grogu.
Yeah.
Because if you give him too much
agency,
he isn't that like little creature you can project whatever you want onto anymore, which is I think is why people like him so much.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's also cute.
Yeah.
Also, it's not like you can ever see teenage Grogu in these movies because
He
They
ages
age so slow. That's another thing. He ages so slow.
they'd have to make a 200 or 250 year time jump just to see him as.
And everyone in the show will be gone.
Yeah, which is something that they kind of touch on too, and you can tell that
That Mando won't
that
be
Mando
around forever.
is thinking about the fact that he's not going to be there forever because he grows so much slower than
and
Mando
he's still
does.
going to be a baby when
He's been a
Mando
baby
is
for 30 years.
50. He's 50.
Well, yeah, but
Mando's 50? Or,
No,
Grogu's 50.
Yeah.
Grogu's at the beginning of the Mandalorian show when they find Grogu, IG-11 says he's like about 50
When
years
Werner
old.
Herzog said he wanted to
see the baby.
See the child. Yes.
I wants to see the baby.
It was a great movie. I really liked it.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad.
Go see it. Go see it with no preconceived notions. Be normal and go see a movie.
There we go. Yep. Yeah.
You can put that on the poster.
It doesn't
That
need to be a
is-
think piece.
Because that is an impossible. That is an impossible
And this is
task.
coming from the guy that rails on the Mario movie for not being more, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There is stuff there if you are paying attention.
If you're looking for it, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I saw that Zeb from Rebels is in it, and I'm pretty excited about that.
He's in it a decent amount.
Cool.
That's good. Is it Steve Bloom voicing
Yes, it
the
is.
character? Good,
It is.
Good,
Awesome.
Good.
All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and jump over to some news.
We gotta talk about Lego.
Listen, here's the deal. We got to switch over to the news because we got to talk about a Lego scandal.
Yeah.
Cody,
this is hot big news.
You brought this to the table.
Yeah,
and
because
so-
I've watched like over 3 hours of YouTube content about this.
Oh, good
So,
Lord.
okay.
You are an informed
You're
individual.
an expert.
I guess I'll give the quick pitch
The
on
rundown.
what is going down. The rundown. So
That's
there
an
was
okay
this
movie.
guy, I think his name, I forget the guy's name, Brian. It was Brian, who his dad had
Brian
Brian Legoman. His dad had collected $200,000 worth of Star Wars Lego since the creation of Star Wars Lego.
Which
yeah.
is like the year 2000, about when episode 1 came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's getting old, and there's medical bills and stuff, so Brian decides it's time to sell the Lego.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to Bricks and Minifigs, which is a huge
Resell chain.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
more than one.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually like 3 in Columbus, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I only go to that one on Polaris that I think is...
I don't think it's there anymore.
It's not.
It's not there anymore.
But he takes the Lego to Bricks and Minifigs, makes a deal with the current owners to sell it on consignment.
And that's the important part. It's on
Yeah.
consignment. He didn't just outright sell it to the store.
like he's
It's still legally his stuff.
They're just the outlet to which they can sell it.
Yeah.
When you first started talking about that, before we watched that video about it, that's what I was kind of hung up on. I was like, well, if he gave the Legos to the store, then it's
But no, they're on consignment.
On consignment,
The
yeah.
store only
Yeah.
gets like
35%.
35%.
It was a 65-35 split.
Yeah.
Which is still kind of crummy, but
That's what you
but
get.
then again,
with
it's
those kind of-
$200,000 worth of Legos.
With those kind of stores.
It's better than a GameStop trade.
Yeah.
They'll
When
give you
you're-
$5 and they'll spit in your eye.
Yeah, when you're dealing
If you're
with a
lucky.
If you're
retail
lucky.
store like that, that's never going to be in your favor.
Sure.
But they sell them on consignment for like a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least they had them for a year.
They had 'em for a
really
year,
Don't know.
so-
I really don't know how many they actually sold.
Yeah, they did sell some though, and he was getting his payments, and everything was going good. Mm-hmm. They were posting about it on social media, and corporate was aware. And then all of a sudden, 2 guys from Bricks and Minifigs corporate come down, kick the franchise owner, out of the store and take over the store.
Yeah.
And there's video footage of them doing this, security cam footage of them doing this, and saying, I'm already getting in the weeds here, but the owner they're kicking out tells them about the consignment deal, and then the CEO on the phone just says, we'll take that on. I guess allegedly.
Allegedly.
This is all couched in allegedly.
Yes. Especially when we get into the second half of this.
Yeah.
Which involves
The real spicy bit of it.
YouTubers.
Yeah. So the corporate people tell her that they're going to take on the consignment, get out of the store. It's our store now.
Yeah.
2 guys come in and start running it from Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Joshua something and something else. Brandon Best.
Brandon Worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the payments stop getting to Brian. They stop paying him, and he comes back and says, I want my Lego back.
And they do
And
not
the money
give-
you owe me. And they said no.
Or we don't know what you're talking about.
Or we don't know what...
Yeah.
I forget what their first response
It was, we don't know what you're talking about, and then the second time it was like, no.
Yeah.
No, they're ours now.
So then
Yeah.
Brian gets in touch with a YouTuber called Reckless Ben, who is like kind of...
An investigative, but
He's
also
one of those gotcha guys.
Yeah, he's an investigative YouTuber, but also kind of a crap stirrer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but he gets a hold of this YouTuber to help him, and that things go nuts from there.
there's a lot of legal stuff.
Yeah.
There's police involved.
There's collusion
multiple
with
times.
the police. There's...
Yeah, it might not even like the whole thing might be supposedly as some kind of like conspiracy.
Somehow the Mormons are involved.
Yeah.
This is all allegedly. Allegedly. But
But it very much seems like the owners of Bricks and Minifigs are using the Utah, American Forks Police Office as their own stormtroopers.
basically,
Allegedly.
so they can keep all those Legos and keep the money for themselves, essentially.
They're-
And they shut down that store, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. Well, Reckless Ben took them to small claims court 10 separate times with 10 separate people.
Yeah.
He came up with this scheme because you can only get so much money, more or less than what the Legos are worth through small claims court. So he decided, well, Brian is going to sell his Lego to 10 different people, and they're like his 10 friends.
Mm-hmm.
Each of the 10 friends are going to independently, small claims court, sue Bricks and Minifigs for that.
Not releasing the Legos that Brian sold to his friends.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. I was a little confused about that as well.
And they served Bricks and Minifigs the papers for that. It went to court.
Mm-hmm.
Bricks and Minifigs didn't show up because ostensibly they thought it was fake, probably.
Yeah.
Or they just didn't care.
No, in that Philip DeFranco thing we watched before the show, they thought it was fake. The cops basically told them, hey, you made this up.
Oh, no, that was a completely different...
that was a different thing.
Different papers being served. This is a separate court case.
Oh, my God.
This whole thing is a mess.
They took them to small claims court those 10 times, won all the cases because they didn't show up, so you get the judge...
Default. You get the default judgment.
Win.
Yeah.
So now Bricks and Minifigs owes them all this money from these court cases. And
they're not going to do anything with it.
That's when they close the store.
Yeah. Boy, this Brian and the YouTuber, they are really building quite the case. I've sat here for 5 minutes thinking about that. No,
I mean, they're a real stud.
This is nuts. This is
So after that, so to try and get that money after they close the store, that's when Reckless Ben tries to take the owners of the store to court. Mm-hmm. And they go through this big rigmarole trying to serve papers to them where the store owners keep calling the police on him over and over.
And getting him for trespass.
Didn't they try to arrest him 3 times in a row in one stop?
Yeah, for trying to serve papers because they were sitting out on the street trying to catch him when he came out of his house.
Was it trying to serve papers? There was a faulty drug charge.
Yeah,
they had to.
There was a
tore apart his car for 2 hours.
Yep, there was a faulty heroin possession charge.
They swatted his house.
Yeah.
They swatted where he was staying.
They swatted his Airbnb for stolen Legos,
which weren't there.
Yeah.
You know, I am 100% on the side of Brian. The YouTuber in inserting himself into this does seem just a hair bit
scummy.
Yeah, it's a little stinky. He does some things that's like you don't really have to be doing that.
Let's see.
Jordan and I have a phrase, me. And that's kind of like doing it for them himself and promoting himself as well as doing it while doing it for the right thing. Yeah.
It's almost like ambulance chasing for lawyers.
Yeah, kind of.
It feels like.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, when I hit that deer,
oh yeah,
I got a letter from some random lawyer from Columbus.
Oh sure.
Like, hey, we heard you were in a car accident.
Do you want to sue this deer?
Pretty sure he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. You could sue his next of kin.
Listen, you'd only get $1 out of it.
Oh dear.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Yeah, because you live here.
Because I live here.
But this story is so wild.
It's so
we couldn't
wild,
not
and it's
talk
continuing.
about it.
It's still continuing.
It's such a evolving and such a...
Right now, Reckless Ben is literally in Mexico because the American Forks Police Department put out a warrant for his arrest.
Yeah.
For being a physical threat.
There's no way on earth that kid was a physical threat to anyone.
No, he's like looks like he could blow away in the wind.
Yeah. He's a string bean.
He almost looks like one of them broccoli kids.
Yeah. Well, he kind of is. He's that age.
Yeah.
He looks like a malnourished Logan Paul.
It kind of does. Yeah. But no, this story is wild and it's ongoing. So we're going to continue to cover it when we can. It's not going to be like an every week thing. But
no, unless something big happens.
Yeah, he's got 3 different parts of his documentary Reckless Ben does. The third part isn't out yet. It's on his Patreon.
Oh, sure.
Oh, gross.
Which the second part was on his Patreon, but he did release that relatively
Who released
quick.
the third part?
Which I don't have a problem with early release on Patreon. You gotta get your bag somehow.
You do have to make a few bucks. Yeah. It feels weird because you're doing this for altruistic reasons, and yet here you go. for dollars.
He
but
apparently tried to sell it to Netflix, he said, and they didn't want to touch it.
No, I am not surprised by that.
Yeah.
Netflix were the folks who did the Toys That Made Us. They are in big Lego's pocket.
I'm waiting for Lego
to step in. Yeah.
Because it doesn't really
involve them
because
because these are sets that have been discontinued for
and Bricks and Minifigs is not a licensed reseller of Lego.
This would be like going to an FYE trying to consign all of your parents' DVDs, and then they just take them.
Yeah.
And then all close. Yeah. Which is not too far from the truth.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
But like this is going to end up being a big enough deal.
It's going to be a big deal
where Lego might have to say something.
Well,
I feel like this is reaching the point. This is going to hit national news.
It's going to break through the pop culture side, and it's going to become actual. Yeah, there's going to be normies that are going to be talking about this. Legal Eagle is going to be doing probably a huge.
You know what?
Video
and his video will be good.
Yeah,
his video will be good.
Yeah. Not to distract from that for a second. Did you guys watch the first episode of this season's Game Changer?
No. I need
it's
to.
They play a giant board game of Don't Wake Daddy, but it's called Don't Wake Standards and Practices. So they kept giving prompts to the three contestants, and they're walking around the board, and at the podiums are three actual lawyers. Legal Eagle is one of them.
Nice.
And when they try to say things and do things, the goal was to try to get as close to calling standards and practices without actually hitting standards and practices. Oh, it was hilarious. It was hilarious.
I'll have to watch it.
Sounds like
really good.
I mean, I do love me some Game Changers.
Yeah. But no, we're going to follow on this Lego thing. Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't fall to pieces.
It's wild. I haven't been able. I can't get enough of my Lego gossip. Like,
I follow a few Lego people on the Instagram, and you know what? I think I've seen like vague posting about it. Probably because they don't want to get targeted or whatever.
I know I'm not shopping at a Bricks and Minifigs ever.
No? Oh no!
I didn't know it was such a big thing until I saw this.
Yeah,
I didn't either. I didn't either.
Yeah,
I thought they were just. If I would have saw one, I would have assumed it was just like a
private
local private. Yeah.
Not
a huge franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like you're what do they call that? Troll and Toad. They're a board game reseller for like card games and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
They always like have a giant booth at like Origins and Gen Con and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, you know what? Last thing. This is very, very quick. Tom Holland has said that he is ready for someone else. He's ready for Miles Morales to come into the MCU so Spider-Man Peter Parker can swing into the sunset.
Well, in true fashion, if they really want to do it right, they'll kill him. And then Miles gets to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then it'll come back later.
Yeah, and then Secret Wars will happen.
And he'll need a few bucks and he'll come back.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think this is fine. I think
I'm
he's
fine
had
with
his
it.
chance.
You know what?
Yeah, he's done the most of any actor who has played the character.
And he's my favorite.
Yeah, he's my
Spider-Man.
favorite live action
He's the
Spider-Man.
closest to you know what? Actors should be allowed to say, "Okay, I'm done."
Yeah.
They shouldn't have to do movies in perpetuity forever just because they are a comic book character or a popular pop culture character.
Or just a popular actor in general.
They shouldn't get locked into it for
ever.
Yeah.
I felt like the last movie was such a good capper on his
They should have just ended there.
Yeah, it could have been just done there. I mean, I'll still go see this new movie.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But
Spider-Man's good.
They didn't have to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Bring on Miles Morales. Bring on Spider-Gwen. Put Silk in there. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, but Silk's a whole different can of worms.
Silk's a whole different thing. True. But you know what? I don't like the multiverse stuff, but at the end of Across the Spider-Verse or Return of the Spider-Verse or whatever, the last animated one,
which is coming.
Someday.
Have that
No,
Miles,
it's actually in production.
Yeah.
Yeah, someday.
Have Miles swing through a portal, and now he's live action, and here he is in the actual MCU. So they don't have to have a movie setting him up when everybody already knows how it goes.
But I don't want that voice actor to be the live action Miles.
He doesn't have to be. They could just go, oh, he swung through and the portal made his voice different.
Yeah, this is the way he looks in this dimension.
Exactly.
And sounds.
So, yeah.
Sorry, you said that, and I'm just thinking of that scene from Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness when they're going through all the different dimensions. Mm-hmm. And they had like the one like Lego dimension and stuff like that.
Well, there is a precedent for a live action person in the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse things, because Donald Glover was there as the live action Prowler.
Yep.
Who was set up in the MCU, kinda. So there is a precedent for it. So
was he set up in the MCU?
He was in the first Spider-Man movie.
He even mentions his like nephew or something.
Yeah, he mentions him. Yeah. It's like, hey, Spider-Man, watch out for my nephew. My nephew thinks you're cool, so I'm going to do this.
Was he the guy that was selling guns out of his trunk?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that was
okay.
Hobie Brown.
Okay.
Or, no, not Hobie Brown. Whatever his name was.
Yeah, the Prowler.
The Prowler. He was the Prowler.
John Prowlerman.
Yes, that's it. That's the one. Yep. All right, so we have actually hit time. Thank you very much for tuning in to Nerd Overload. You can find us each and every day over at nerdoverload.com.
If you have a news story you want us to cover or you want to put your 2 cents in, you can send us an email at staff@nerdoverload.com.
Guys, even 3 cents.
Yeah.
Give us 3 cents.
On the wings of an angel.
Oh, no.
If you want to give us a call for any reason, give us a call at 412-345-1413 and leave us a voicemail.
You can find all of our back episodes on various podcast apps, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube, where all of our videos go up.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
Do it. And also Twitch. We're on Twitch on Mondays.
Every time we make one of these.
We've had a couple of weeks off, but that's okay. Finally, I'd like to thank Parker for helping us out finding news for the show, and David Pencil for our intro and outro. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and we will be back next week.
Every time I see Perry Mason, I want to sing it like
the Aussie song?
Like the Aussie song, Mr. Crowley, Perry Mason.
Dun, dun, dun.